Hello, my name is Blast, recording Impossible Halls episode something. I went to change stuff and I still didn't check. But, again, the video title will know. Don't know why I'm saying again, you won't have heard it the first time I said it. Anyway, so yes, here with another Impossible Halls. And before we get down to any sort of business, Severn was updated. The mod, the Volvo VNR that I used to make Severn was updated. So, let me show you around that real quick. First of all, I don't know if anyone will have noticed it because I tried not to bring attention to it, but the radiator from the engine used to stick out through the grille. As you can see, it doesn't anymore. The cab was actually moved forward, like, the node that connects the cab to the chassis was moved, and now this cab fits perfectly on this chassis. Almost feels like that was done on purpose. We also have the IFTA tags down here, and this new LED light that I don't think used to be there. It also wasn't white when I was doing this in ATS yesterday. But yeah, IFTA tags, new LED light, and trailer cables. Though, in ETS 2, it's just trailer cable. Apparently they have a single cable that they use that... But yeah, that's actually properly... Apparently this trailer doesn't have cable connectors. Oh yeah, this mod was made before that update came out, I forgot. So yeah, the biggest sort of exciting thing, I guess, can't think of a good word for it, is the interior was finally updated. So now, not only does her GPS once again work again, but we also have the proper Volvo VNR interior. Ooh, ah. With the adjustable cup holders and everything. Right, so what we're going to be hauling today is... It's called a container house. I think it's like a mobile home sort of thing. Not entirely sure. Kind of like it. It's really cool. And it has beacons all over it. So even though my truck's beacons don't work, I can still use the beacons this run. Yeah. Still need to figure out how to get those working. I'm fairly certain I'm going to need a 3D model to do that. Oh well, it looks the part at least. Alright. So what we're going to be doing... And if you think I'm talking a lot, it's because the trip isn't very long. We're in Indonesia. PJ Indo map. I'll link it, obviously. But, and there may be some other good roads. There was just this one section of the one that I chose that looked really good. Also, I was falling asleep when I was choosing the route last night and didn't want to search forever. I mean, there are plenty of roads that look interesting, but doesn't necessarily mean they are interesting. Like, originally I was going to use this road here, but honestly it's not as interesting as it looks like it is. So we're using this one instead, because there's one section of it that I think will be interesting. Now, this trip probably won't be nearly as impossible as the last one, which I actually couldn't complete if you'll remember. But, yeah, so, this tiny little stretch of road up here. It'll just be a nice, short, easy video to watch. I'm trying to do some shorter videos, and so far it hasn't really been working. But now that all of that exposition-y stuff is out of the way, I think it's time to go. Also, ignore the bus slightly clipping through the thing over there. I have an Indonesian traffic mod installed. And we're ready. I talk about food a lot, by the way. I haven't had lunch yet. Oh. I might already be having an issue? Not true, it's just, So, I forgot about this. The 131 update changed the way steerable axles work. You may remember the video I did on that. And because of that, this trailer's axles don't steer anymore. If you'd please excuse me, I will be right back. All fixed. I just changed it to one of the default trailers. Which means now you can see the trailer cable working. And we're just going to ignore the fact that it goes through the extra fuel tank. I can't do anything about that at the moment. It's better than nothing, in my mind. Right. Now let's try this again. There we go. And look, now there's not a bus slightly clipping through the guardrail. It's just that truck's just slightly clipping through the grass instead. That would be a really good truck to use for my truck with reversed steering. Because it has 2 front axles and 1 rear axle. It would be a completely reversed truck. I think I'm going to have to bully my way out of here. Uh-oh. Ah, just about made it. Guess I should have cut that in a little bit tighter. And I'm on the wrong side of the road. Oh my goodness, Buzz! Oh, this is a slight glitch that I've noticed with the new interior. If I turn it that extra 90 degrees to the right, the steering wheel goes back to the left for some reason. Oh, these ones with the wide loads are always fun. I honestly just really prefer pulling long loads to wide loads, but the whole point of this is to be difficult, right? You can also see that my camera is slightly inside the seat from certain angles, but I think that's just the position I have the camera in. Because it's actually worse than ATS, so if I move the camera forward a little bit, it would get rid of that. That's not a problem with the truck, that's just a problem with me like sitting really far back. Ooh. The mirror gets locked, though. I don't like that. Always hated that glitch. Once again, I might be able to copy the mirror UI from the old version. And the mod author did say that he's going to continue updating the truck. So I'm sure that in the next version, these small things will probably be fixed. Okay, here's the road. No, wait, not yet. We're not quite there yet. Okay, here's the road that maybe you want to use this route. I think you can see why. Oh, that broken steering wheel animation is really tripping me out. They're on gear. Yeah, so I'll have the new version of the Volvo linked, but keep in mind that it is an ATS mod, not an ETS2 mod. Oh, shoot. I think I probably just broke a couple windows. I don't actually know if it's the front of the load or the back of it. It's the middle of it. I thought I was further to the outside than I was. See, I'm not good with wide loads. I'm just not. Oh, okay then. Pretty sure that was the worst section of this route, and it wasn't that bad. I was actually going to use a Columbia map, but apparently it doesn't work on 131, so I gotta wait for that to be updated. So maybe next week on that one. Is there any traffic on this road? Probably should have gotten a bit closer to the inside of this corner. That's not the gear I thought I was in. Oh no, don't script the guardrail. Driving Sev with this interior kind of reminds me of when I changed my gauge cluster in my Impala. Whoa, there's a thing. Whee! Okay, I'm going a little bit fast now. A little bit fast. Of course, I had to meet another truck right where there's a pole. And once again, meet another vehicle right where there's a frickin' pole. It's just gonna happen every time. Every time there's a pole, there shall be a truck for me to meet. Or not. Thanks a lot, map. Immediately proving me wrong. Why can't we drive on that road up there? Honestly, this route might have been good for a multi-trailer. But I've done so many of those, I wasn't sure if people would start getting tired of them. I'm sorry, I had to. I feel like when I drive pulling these wide loads, I spend more time watching in my mirror than watching out my windshield. The fact that I keep the truck on the road while doing that, I feel like it's impressive. I'm completely watching in the mirror right now. Just using my periphery to know that another truck was there. Just constantly watching where my trailer is in the road. And I just see flashes of color coming at me in the corner of my eye, and that's how I know when another vehicle's coming and I gotta get over. I mean, it's very pretty roads, just not all that challenging to drive. Like, see, this is where having something really long would be annoying. Because of the self-driving trailer that's made, self-steering trailer, that's made specifically to make this sort of road easier to drive on. Pulling such a long load, it ruins it. And of course, now you might be thinking, well then Zenon, why didn't you just keep the trailer that the steering axles were broken? Well, because then I'd have trouble turning it at all. If it didn't have those 3 axles right at the front, then I would have done that. But as it is, I don't know if I would have been able to... Like, the back of the truck would be sliding all over the place because the wheels weren't turning right. Yeah, these trailers are designed to have steering axles. So when they don't really pull very well. I'm seriously surprised the only car I've hit so far was the one that I hit on purpose. No! There's a Freno! Have I ever mentioned how weird it sometimes feels driving an American version of a European truck, basically? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. You know, Volvo is Swedish. And I'm here in, well, is Indonesia in Europe or Asia? I don't remember. Sorry, Indonesians. Or is it not even... I don't know where Indonesia is. I think it's in Asia. Once again, sorry for myself being culturally unaware. And anyway, you know, I'm driving the American style of truck in a country that uses the European style of this European-made truck. It's just, it's weird to think about to me. Ah, I had to say something. Sorry. I had to say something. I might have knocked that sign over, I'm not sure. And that was easy. Wow, that was almost as much of a disappointment as the one that I did the staircase on. Like, it's very pretty. It's just, I'm not even gonna mess with doing that right now. You know, it's very pretty, it's just not very difficult. And that's kind of what we're here for. Oh well, you got to see a cool house though. You know, a cool map. The upgrades on Severin, I don't know. Just wasn't very Impossible Halsey. Maybe I'll bring back another road train next episode. I don't know. Depends on the map. Talk to you then.